be working. Camera seems to be working. Let's try this. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me and see me. There you guys are. Okay, yay. Let me know, Mary and Glenn, if you can hear me. And if you can, and since you found me, if you could send everybody my direction, that would be very helpful. And we're just going to wait for, oh, good. Can you see it as well, Glenn? All right, you might not be able to see me, but you should be able to see the screen and see that I'm here. I should probably say that a different way. Awesome. Hi, Thelma. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Mary R. I appreciate it. If you guys don't mind tacking a link to this on the old chat, that also helps other people be able to find us. So hopefully they'll be able to find us soon. Hi, Kim. I'm glad that you are here, even if it is just for a few minutes. I know that it's grandchild time to be able to hang out with the girls. So yes, the Delicate Harmony pack is showing. So here is my surprise, guys. We have absolutely nothing new for What's New Wednesday. Brittany was sick and she didn't have the opportunity to put anything in the system. If I had really thought about it ahead of time, I probably would have. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. So if I thought that through, I could have probably have put it in if I came in and worked an extra day this week, but I didn't think about that. My head was busy in the middle of doing life. Let's just put it that way. So when I was looking at things, I thought, well, what can we show for What's New Wednesday? And so I decided, why don't we have a little bit of fun and play with the Delicate Harmony for the evening? But I also wanted to check in and let you know kind of what's happening with Debbie, and also kind of what the plan is for the next couple of weeks. So a couple of things. One, my husband and I came down to do a recording so that you guys would have it this last week. And unfortunately, Bryce couldn't find it in the morning when he got ready to set it up. And so you guys ended up getting a different video. So hopefully we'll be able to have that up and running for you next week, or I should say this coming weekend. So as far as some of you may know, some of you may not know, but Debbie had to go in for surgery. It was unexpected, but they caught everything in good time, and she came out of surgery very well this last week. It's kind of been a whirlwind the last few days, honestly, guys. So I apologize. With everything going on, the hope is that she would be able to be home around now, but in reality, they had originally said that she should be able to come home by Friday. They just want to make sure that she's doubly good and just fine. And she seems to be in good spirits. There are times where she's obviously tired. It's not easy spending the nights in hospitals for as long as she has. But they were planning on keeping her in for a week. So we're going to go ahead and keep planning on that for the end of the week time. And until then, we are just trying to make sure that we get as much done as we possibly can. So if you have tried reaching us, I want to let you know that the best way to reach us is going to be that customer service at Simply Special Crafts. I know that I called Thelma on Friday and said, I need some help. And we went through and we helped and did what we could. And we just did, and I asked her to make some calls, see if we could get things going for her. And I'm just pleased to say that she has had a good recovery process with this, and that at this time she's doing quite well. So thank you to Thelma and Mary R. I know that she called you quickly. Thelma called you. So they were busy, and she said that she called about 3 people and just tried working towards it. So I apologize that you guys haven't known anything till now. It was going to be on your video, but unfortunately, when Bryce went to go try and do the video, he couldn't find it. So hopefully it's still there. If not, I guess James and I will be coming back down to do another video run over the next couple of days, and we'll make sure to try and get that done as soon as we can. That one was for the vintage roses from Paper Roses. It turned out beautifully, and I'm really excited to show you guys. So hopefully we can get that video up and going. So today my thought is, hey, let's go ahead. It was sitting here on the desk calling out to me, I think, because I've just thought that this is one of the prettiest sets that I've seen in a long time. So I'm going to just go where we can today. It may not be that I only get a couple cards made. I don't know. We're just going to go ahead and see what we can get through. So this is the 6x4 card set. It has all of these pieces that are on it. And then it gives you in the paper on the back, it gives you 6 cards that you can make. 2 are portrait and, or excuse me, 3 are portrait and 3 are landscape versions and shapes. And we've talked about that before. They've kind of made the portrait ones to be a tent fold, so your fold is way up here. And so we're going to play with this today because I don't know exactly how long it will take, but I tried to do some preemptiveness when I sat down and looked at this about an hour ago. So it comes with 2 sets of punch-out die cuts, which is absolutely great. I love the colors of this one. I think that they turned out beautifully. Let's put them right side up for you, upside down for me. There we go. So there's that one. And again, there's that one. So I will let you know that I sat down when I made this really rushed decision. I guess I just didn't even have a chance to think. I just went for it. So while I was waiting, while I was getting ready to do this, I set up first and foremost, I did paper glossy accents, and I did twinkle stickles on some of the items. So you can tell which ones are the twinkle, but you should hopefully also be able to see those glossy accents here. I put little tiny dots on this one. It's not sparkle. It is truly just little dewdrops on the leaves with glossy accents. So that one turned out pretty neat. I was really pleased. And then this one is also a glossy accent. On this page, I did some of the pieces. You can see where I've put in my twinkle stickles. But then I did glossy accents on the books. I thought that that would be a lot of fun. And really, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have probably done this with a little bit of glossy accents because of the gears. So, but anyways, those are now all dry, so we're good to go. With the card sets, you get these pages. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this one is 8. And these are all the sayings and things. There's also a backside to this, as well as you have backsides on these as well. I used and I cut this one in half, and I used just a section of it. I just cut off a section right up through here to be able to use for making little boxes with the wood pieces, just to give us a little bit of a breakup excuse me, a little bit of a breakup in the extra pieces. And you've got lots here. So there's 8. That means that technically you have enough if you've got background papers, 8 pages at 2 a piece. That means 16 cards that you can make with what you have here. So they may give you 6 cards and envelopes, but you can intermix and intermingle these backgrounds with these pieces and go through and make what you want to make. They threw in some similar backgrounds, but they're not all the same. So just a heads up. So there's that. What are glossy accents called on the website? I need to purchase some. Okay, Sunny, let me grab that for you. I believe that it's called Crystal Clear in little packs. It's glaze. Try under glaze, maybe. That might be also what it's under. Let me grab it really quick. Okay. So we have 2 different kinds. I do not know if we currently have any more of this in stock. We've been really low on it, so I'm not positive if we sold out yet. It's called 3D Crystal Lacquer. But I really like it this way personally, because unless you're going to use this a lot, this is a pretty big bottle to go through. And so instead, I kind of like our littler ones. We have them, they're this big. It is, I think it's like an ounce, maybe. It's Quilt Creations Crystal Coat Glaze. So if you try under searching for glaze or crystal, glossy accents may be found, but I don't know that that's what it's called in our store, because this is specifically Crystal Coat Glaze and this is 3D lacquer, even though it also has been known by the name of glossy accents for a really long time. So that is that. I hope that that answers your question. I love mine. It is wonderful to have. So what I did is that I tried to make this so that it was less painful for me and for you, because it takes time to make these. For me, it takes a while to think about what it is that I'm going to do. So we're going to just kind of dig right in and see how far we get, shall we? Thank you, Mary R., for the extra help. I appreciate it. Okay, I took this section off of another page that I liked the background of. Give me just a second. Let me find where I took it off of. I took it off of the one that has the veranda right here. So this is just one piece of it. Excuse me, went like that. I cut out some of it because it was too big. But anyways, this should be the front of it. That's what it would look like. And then this is the back side. And I really liked the print. And I needed a little bit of filler through here, so I decided to go for it. And I've put my foamies up on top. Okay, and I did this really intentionally like this because what I'm going to try and do is use a lot of these as little boxes for the flowers and things to kind of peek around and out of. So that's going to allow me to give a tuck in here in the middle. I could have also put it a little bit further down here, but I wanted it to have some extra support. I'm just going to line that up. Okay, so let's see. Accent-wise, I think for this happy birthday, let's see here. We've got some pretty flowers. Got some pretty butterflies. I think for this one, I'm going to go through and do it this way. Where I'm going to tuck them in. And I'm going to glue it down at the bottom, but foamy it. Sorry, I'm going to glue it down here at the bottom, but I'm going to foamy it up at the top. And the reason for doing that is just to give it a little bit of a tip out. It will make a difference in how your card looks, and it will make it look like it's kind of hanging out behind these little boxes. And you can choose how big or how small you want it to go. And I'm kind of questioning, do I want something else extra in there? Do I want to maybe put in, I've got little bows here that are pre-made. Do I want to put in a bow? No, I don't think so. I don't think that'll work as well with this one. However, I did have some of our Prima flowers that are, these are the cream and brown colors. A lot of times creams and browns, I love creams, but how do we go about in doing those browns? And I think that for this set, it would be actually a really good way to use some of your brown flowers. Okay. Yeah, so I think just giving it just a little bit of something. We'll do a cream and a brown one. I'm rolling these up a little bit. I think I need to kind of move my items up here, so in that way you can still see, but it will help keep my fingers on the camera. I'm rolling the pieces of the flowers, just kind of raising those up a little bit. And now I can tack them down. I like tacking mine down with tacky glue. Oh, and I didn't see it at first, but Debbie has it over here. Okay, so we're going to set that one in. We're going to put a little bit of glue on the bottoms. And a couple of foamies up above. Now, you can build these up more if you want to. Sorry, guys. Got close to my foamy. Okay. There's our foamy there and our other piece down here. And it wouldn't be a bad idea if you wanted to continue to build up the flowers or build up the pieces. And I think in this regard, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to put one of my butterflies. And I'm going to go ahead and bend it so it's got that little bit of extra 3D. And glue that down. So you just basically are taking one wing and kind of rolling it around your finger like this, and then you just take and do it on the same on the other side and roll it. There we go. Oh, that looks really nice. I think that gives it a really pretty look. What do you guys think? So in using this, we're going to go through, I think, no, I think I like it just this way. So I went through and I put tape on the back already. You guys are talking about Roberta, aren't you? Yes. Hello, Catherine. I keep having this plan that I'm going to make sure that I give her a call, and then I get busy in my day, and it is so totally not an excuse. It's just, it fills up, and then I go, oh, I forgot to call Roberta again. So now, something that I wanted to show you with these is that if you use the lines that they have, you will have a little white line around all of this. So, if you want, you can cut out some bigger pieces and have it of background from something that you have maybe. But this is, use our tape flags, make it quick and easy. Look at that. But so as you can see, they go all the way around with the white trim. If you want something with a little bit, you don't want to show any trim, then you can turn around and put a background backing to them. It could just be blue. A blue linen would make this beautiful as well. I like the white. It seems to lend to the extras, like the white around your flowers. And it just kind of makes it and gives it a little border. Okay. And then this is one of our portrait ones. And these go up like this. So don't mistake, you can always, of course, use these as a regular card where you open it up and, oh, there's our card. But if you want to do that, make sure that your pictures are going to work. So this picture in particular is not going to work to go on its side. It would look very odd to be sitting here like this as an up and down picture, just because there's little pots and little jars tucked away in those flowers. And so really this is asking to have a card this way. But just keep in mind that they do these as a tent fold instead of as a tent fold instead of as a regular card. When they're vertical and when they're horizontal, they're definitely going to sit this direction. I usually take my tape flags, I do a little bit on one side and a little bit on the other, so then that way when I go to set it down, it should lock into place for me. Okay, so some of you were online earlier and caught up with us. Thank you for following us over to the next side. I wanted to let you guys know, so I'm just going to repeat myself, that Debbie had to go in for some unexpected surgery. She is doing well. She is at the hospital for observation over the next few more days. She was hoping that maybe she could get home today, but they're going to keep her till at least Friday, which was the initial time that was given. So I think they thought that it was going to take a little bit. So, which, nobody likes sleeping in the hospital. It all kind of melds with time, doesn't it? So, and days seem to go more than just one at a time. Okay, I think I'm going to take out one of these, kind of put it through there. And at first I was kind of questioning these brown leaves, but I think that they look like a lot of fun. So hopefully, yeah, that looks, actually, I think I want to put it that way, put my blue on the top. There we go. Like that. And then let's see. I think out of these, I think I'm going to use this card. Now, you can use this card and you can use this punch out, and you can do one of two things. You can either have these as two different punch outs, or in my case, I made the decision when I saw this to use it and give it some 3D. And again, it may not be something that you want to do. I left the pieces. I left one of them completely void of stickles, but this one I put a good amount of stickles on there because I thought that it would be fun to kind of bring them out, give that 3D feel. Let's see. This one, just going to put it right up there on top. And then I'm going to take some of our little birdie butterflies, and I think I'm going to put a couple out there. So this is our little ones. And I think I'm going to take a couple of the little dried flowers with the brown, let it tie in a little bit, put it in a few places that you see some brown. And then I think I want my butterfly, one other butterfly, to sit here on this pot. There we go. So they really come very, very easily. It's amazing. Always blows my mind how once you find something that you love, it's what you go with. That one, a little sticky, tried to stay on the plastic. Okay, you can build these up as you want. These butterflies do come up. As you can see, their little wings. It has a 2 layers on there, so you can really make those stand up quite a bit more. There we go. There we have it. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And I think now that I've seen this with the glossy accents, or excuse me, with the stickles, I think I'm going to take and run some stickles down in here as well as on this butterfly. So I think it would look really nice that way. Okay, I couldn't decide. There is a choice of, with this pickup truck, do you think that I should have a I love you, or should I have a happy birthday? So something to think about as we're going. I put, this is one of the backings that I showed you that had the white background behind it. And I cut off half of the veranda, or excuse me, not the veranda. Wasn't the veranda? Which one was it? Cut off the one with the white fence background. And I didn't use all of it, so it's got to be here somewhere. No, it's this one. So the white is on the back of this one. I cut off just a small section off of it. And then that way I could still use this on maybe one of my smaller cards. This is 3/4. I feel like I've made a lot of cards in the last couple of weeks. Speaking of which, next Wednesday at the end of class, we have had enough purchases that I can give you guys a short, here's what I did piece. And here's what I did, and do one of the cards with you. All right, let's see. Hello, Truth. How are you? Which one? Happy birthday or I love you? I'm going to need that, and I don't need it right away, but towards the end of this card, I will need it. So this is another vertical one. So I'm going to use one of my vertical cards. We'll put it on. Tape flag this side. Opposite bottom. I am telling you, these little card packs are so much fun. They're really something to enjoy and make, and you can make it your own. I think for this one, I'm going to try and incorporate a little bow off the corner of my box. I think I want to use this corner. I do not have time to do the best glue ever. So at this point, I'm putting this on with tacky glue. I'm sure that I will be futzing over the reasons why would I have gone through and done this with tacky glue later, but for today and for right now, I think it's a good choice. And I've tried to make sure that where I've moved my bow to, it's going to be heading down this direction. And then my hope is to be able to kind of maybe line it right through up in here, but I don't want to glue it. I want to set that over to the side until after I've tucked everything in to my box. So the idea is let's build up some pretty, let's see. I think we'll do one of these. And this one. So we'll do this one. One of my more tropical leaves with that on there. And then I think just a little tiny, I have pansies that I don't have any glitter on, and I think I'm going to do that. Good night, Adeline. I'm glad that you were able to join us. Good night as well, Mary. Thank you for coming and finding me again. and it is 5 o'clock. So I think that this is where I'm probably going to have to end as well. I think I'm going to, since I haven't seen a choice, I'm just going to go ahead and use the happy birthday. I'm clipping this off because I specifically made my boxes smaller so that I wasn't wasting the back side of the paper very much. So I just didn't want to take a whole bunch of the white paper and end up losing some extra pretty pieces for using for card making. So by building it up twice, my card out a little bit there. Tuck this in here. That's probably going to take some best glue over to make it hold. And I think last one right here. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the extra help with my night. It was a little bit hectic, but I was able to figure it out, and that's what made it nice. So thanks for sticking with me and helping us find where we needed to be. And so I think I want to put some of that, I think I want to just put a little bit of that glossy accent right on those little headlights. I think that'll make a lot of fun and a lot of sense. I should really be calling it crystal glaze or crystal lacquer, just because that's the name that most of the companies go by. So thank you so much, guys. I will hopefully keep you guys up to date, and there should be that ability to have the video that was planned on supposed to occurring should be happening this weekend. So we'll make sure that we get all that off to you guys, and I hope that you have a great rest of your night. And with that, oh wait, before I do that, please make sure that you give us a thumbs up, or if you would thank you, Sunny. Truly, and if you could make a comment as to maybe what one of your favorite of our three, because I put them together very quickly, one of our three cards and what they look like. So we've got this one. This is our birthday one. We have our butterfly one, and we are now in a new month. So if you, after I say goodbye, hit a refresh on your page, the Crafty Friends, Mary R., and the friends that are helping her with this project, they are going through and they are doing a quick try to do a drawing, and it will be once a month, once for Wednesdays and once for Saturdays. So if you would just let us know which one happened to be your favorite card: birdcage, butterfly, or pickup truck. Of course, keep in mind that will be where it's supposed to be by the time that everything happens and occurs. So which one would you like the most to have? So if you can let us know, or I should say let Mary know and everyone else with your comments, we'll put you in. I shouldn't say we, because this isn't from us. This is from our Crafty Friends. So we will add that to there. Thank you, Truth. I appreciate the truck. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you, Irene. Have a good night, guys. Bye.